Hi everyone, it's Jen here from tarotspirit.net. I'm here doing a weekly reading for you beginning the week July 23rd. I'm using a new deck today, the Ostara Tarot, and this will be the first reading I've done with it. I may have to check with the book because not every card it's obvious which suit it is, but it's a beautiful, beautiful deck. I have a list of like 30 decks I want, and every once in a while I give in and buy one. So I just happened to see this actually at Barnes and Noble of all places, and it had to be mine. I just did a guided meditation, and while I was doing it, I was shuffling, and these cards came out. So I haven't looked at them yet, but that's why they're already on the table. And this is what the back of this deck looks like. It's a group of 4 artists that are friends and got together and decided to do this deck. It's quite beautiful. Okay, so let's get started. I did want to remind people that I love doing personal readings. If you go to my website, I have the link down below. Check it out on the services page. I really enjoy connecting with you guys. And I do have, well, we're halfway through July, but sometimes it's fun to go back and listen to the July readings and see how they're playing out. I have a general reading up and a love reading if you're interested. And I also did an overview for each sign for the whole year. And this is always a fun time to go back and listen to those and see how they're playing out, if they're resonating with you. It's a great way to learn tarot cards that way, because sometimes it's hard. You get a card and it's hard to just imagine what exactly it could be talking about. But reflecting back like on the week, and you could go, oh, I see how that played out, and it's a good way to learn how these energies actually manifest in the real world. Okay, let's get started. So at the bottom of the deck, I'm not sure what this is. The 8 of something, and I'm gonna have to look it up. It's a bird, so I want to say the 8 of Swords, but it has like these maybe wands, so I'm going to have to look and see. No, it's definitely not the Swords. The Cups? I'm thinking the Wands, but I want to double check. It is. It's the 8 of Wands. I love the 8 of Wands. Not everyone likes the 8 of Wands, and I don't mean like people don't like the card, but not everyone is comfortable with the energy of the 8 of Wands. It can be a little, what I found is often it's something you've put in motion. So you've applied for a job, you told someone at some point that, hey, I would be interested in being part of that if the opportunity ever comes up, sort of putting your feelers out. And so it's something you've started, you've taken action on, but all of a sudden it's like, boom, you got the job, but you have to move. Like, you knew the job entailed moving, but you're like, oh my God, I don't know if I can move. Like, it feels like you don't have the time you want to process it, but if you can just take a deep breath and think about it, you're like, this is what I wanted. This is totally what I wanted. And this can happen with love. You think you're open to meeting someone, and I'm kind of feeling that might be what it is for some of you. And you meet someone and you're kind of like, you panic. You're like, oh my God, am I ready for this? Is this really what I want? Or do I even really like them, or was it just like sort of a fantasy? You start second guess and doubting, and so don't let fear, don't miss opportunities because of fear. That's the ego that does that. That goes, oh well, wait a minute, that might not work out. This might not happen. They might, all the list of excuses that come up. So be mindful this week if something does come up, and that you don't miss the opportunity because you allow your fear to take over. So let's can't talk. Let's turn over these cards. And I'm going to have to look. I think this is the 3 of Cups. There are little frogs in there. It's so cute. But let me look. Sorry for this is going to take a little longer because yeah, that's the Three of Cups. I mean, you can see there's like a cup there and a cup there and a cup there. So it makes sense, but I love the frogs. The Three of Cups is a very nice communal energy. Some of you may be going out with some friends. So this is obviously the Six of Swords. Let me just turn them all over before I start talking. The Seven of Swords. I believe this is the Six of Cups. Let me double check. Six of Cups. Page of, I want to say coins, but I'm not sure, so I'm going to look. Now I'll have to remember, I looked all these up. Yep, Page of Coins. Yes, the big giant coin, but it could have been a sun. And I think the Nine of Cups. There's some cups in the background. Let me look. Yeah, the Nine of Cups. Okay. So we have the Wish card here on the table and the Six of Swords. I feel like a lot of you have been hoping to get out of some situation, whether it's a work situation, a relationship. Those are the two that come most to mind. Some sort of relationship where you felt trapped and maybe even manipulated into being in, and you've been wishing and hoping to find a way out. Now, I feel like you took action. This Eight of Wands is an action card. Wands are action and energy. You've expended the energy to get out of that situation, to make a move. But again, it's almost like when the opportunity comes to remove yourself, to move on, it may be just a little, it may throw you. So just be prepared for that. Some of you, I think, are moving home. The Six of Cups is a card about your past, your childhood, nostalgia, but it also can talk about people in your life, again, from when you were younger, or it does point to home, to childhood, to where you were raised. So some of you may be actually journeying home, or maybe some of you need to leave a situation, and in order to do that, you're going to move with family, move in with family while you're in that transition. You have a lot of support around you, so don't be afraid to ask friends for help or support if this is, even though if this is what you wanted, it's a little bit scary. So say you hated your job. Say there was a hostile work environment and you just had someone that just was always gossiping and taking your ideas or doing things behind your back. And it just, again, I think this came up recently. It just only takes, one person that seems to, you have to deal with on a regular basis to really just mess up the whole energy of your workplace. And it's like, I need to get away from that person. And so I feel an opportunity is coming. This Page of Coins is an offering, a new beginning. Some of you may decide to go back to school, and that's the way you're going to make the changes you need. You're going to I'm going back to school and getting qualified, or I'm taking classes, or I'm getting certified, or I'm going to learn how to do something so that I can change my life. I can make a practical, physical change in my life to do what I want to do. This page realizes that you just need to start. You don't have to have everything figured out. You don't have to, you can have a plan and know what the long the long-term goal is, but this page doesn't get overwhelmed by thinking, oh my God, it's going to take me 5 years or 2 years or whatever to finish school or to save enough money to do what I want to do. This page has realized that you just have to start. You just have to start. Put your application out there, start taking classes, and before you know it, you'll be finished, but you have to take that first step. This transition that you're going through is really essential to finding your happiness. Like you really need to make this change to take that first step to being in the type of relationship, the type of job, where you live, all those things, your education, your health. You need to take the first step. So maybe you're like, I'm in an unhealthy situation. I need to get more healthy. I haven't been taking care of my body because I've been stressed out. Okay. The page of coins, though, of discs, of pentacles, whatever you want to call it, this page knows that, okay, I'm going to get up and I'm going to walk 1 mile. I'm going to do 5 minutes of yoga. Because what happens sometimes is you're like, or, I think I want to go back to school. Take one class. You don't necessarily have to, you know what I mean? Or just take one class at a time. You don't have to, I'm going to quit my job because I want to go to school and get it all done. Like, be careful of the all or nothing mentality. That's what I'm trying to get at after all of that. And just take step at a time. Okay, for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to walk 1 mile at least 5 days a week. Then I'm going to bump it up to 1.5 miles. Just do something and give yourself credit. Just start putting $5 away. $5 a month if that's all you can afford. And figure out ways to it doesn't have to be all or nothing. Some of you definitely may be getting a new job, and I think it may be a new job where you have to change, you have to travel, or you're going to travel a different route. Your office is going to be maybe in a different town, if not a different, completely different part of the country or something. Now, for some of you, you may have someone you used to be involved with come back around. I really, if that's the case, caution against that with this, with the Seven of Swords. It's not really a nice energy. It's a person that's just not so trustworthy. They're manipulative, they're maybe mentally abusive, they're just not straightforward. So I would caution against that. Look at this like eel or snake or following this boat. Yeah, it's like you're getting away from this. Like this person would be a snake. They would be untrustworthy. And you're like, I'm out of here. I'm not dealing with people like that or situations like that are just weird and you never know quite where you stand or what's going on. It's like, who needs that crap going on in their lives? So go out with friends, though. Talk to friends, network. It's time to start your dreams. I mean, this can also be just putting those in motion, not even, because it is at the bottom of the deck. So this Eight of Wands, putting your resume out there, applying to school, starting your health plan. See if you can find a buddy that wants to work out with you. Telling a friend you're interested in dating again. And see if your friends have anyone to set you up with or something. But start taking the first steps towards things that you dream about or want to manifest in your life. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a lovely week. Take care.